Okay. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and we are going to introduce PTE exam, and we are going to understand rather. So I'm going to explain the PTE exam and you are going to understand that, okay? So PTE exam is an exam of 2 hours and 15 minutes maximum. So it may vary between 2 hours, 5 minutes to 2 hours, 15 minutes. So PTE is an exam of 2 hours and 15 minutes. On an average, it may vary from 2 hours, 5 minutes to 2 hours, 15 minutes. In PTE, there are total 20 questions. There are total 20 questions in the whole PTE exam. So now, better word would be that there are about 20 types of questions in your PTE exam. These 20 questions of PTE exam are divided into 4 categories. The first category is known as the speaking exam. The second category is named as the writing exam. The third category is known as the reading exam, and the fourth part, reading exam, and the fourth part of the exam is known as listening exam. So in PTE, you will take 2 hours, 15 minutes in exam room, and it will be single sitting. It will be single sitting exam. In this 2 hours and 15 minutes single sitting exam, there will be total 20 questions. These 20 questions are divided into 4 sections: speaking exam, writing exam, reading exam, and listening exam. In speaking, we will answer 5 questions, or in speaking exam, there will be total 5 questions out of these total 20 of PTE that I have mentioned above. Number two is the writing exam, and in writing exam, there will be 2 questions out of 20 in total in your writing exam. Okay. Number 3, there is reading exam. In reading, there are total 5 questions out of these 20 total of the PTE exam. And number 4, there is a listening exam, and in listening, there are total 8 questions out of these 20 that I have informed earlier. So if I make a mix of these all 4, if I go for the totality, 5 in speaking, 2 in writing, 5 in reading, and 8 in listening, all together make how many? All together make 20 questions in total that I have mentioned earlier. So in PTE exam, you have to work on 20 total type of questions in your exam. Out of these 20 questions, 5 belong to speaking exam, 2 belong to writing exam, 5 belong to reading exam, and 8 belong to listening exam. If there is any question up till now, you are very welcome to ask me the question, and then I'm proceeding further. So now, for these total 20 questions, we are allocated 2 hours and 15 minutes. Out of these 2 hours and 15 minutes, about 35 minutes belong to speaking exam. Number 2, about 30 minutes belong to the writing exam. About 29 to 30 minutes, these belong to the reading exam. And about 30 to 35 minutes are given to 30 to 35 minutes are given or examiner gives to your listening exam. So first what I did, I divided total 20 questions into 4 portions. And then I have divided the total time of 2 hours and 15 minutes into 4 parts. All parts were speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Now, these 20 questions are having total 360 marks. So we can say that in PTE, the total numbers are 360. These 360 marks are divided into 4 parts. Number one, the speaking exam, it has 90 marks. Number two, the writing exam, it has the 90 marks. Number three, the reading exam, it has the 90 marks. And number four is the listening exam, and it has the 90 marks. So 360 are divided into 4 parts of 90, 90, 90, and 90. And in this way, those total 360 marks are divided into 4 categories. In exam, we must be known to that the 4 portions of exam, the 4 portions of PTE, speaking, writing, and listening, are divided into 3 exams. What do you mean by 3 exams? There will be one combined exam for 2 modules, speaking and writing. So exam 1 in exam room will be a combined exam of these 2 portions, speaking and writing. This will be one exam on the exam day. Exam 1 will be mix of these two. The second exam will be of reading exam, and it is exam number 2. So number 3 is the listening exam. And in this way, on exam day in exam room, we will face 3 exams. One exam will be a combined exam of speaking and writing. The second exam will be of reading, and third exam will be of listening. So speaking and writing will have a combined exam with 7 numbers, 1 hour and 7 questions, 1 hour and 5 minutes. But marks will be divided separately. 90 will be of speaking and 90 will be of the writing. Okay. If you have any question up till now, do let me know. I will repeat that thing and then I will proceed further. So now in PTE, one thing is very important to be understood, that these all questions which are allocated into different sections, for an example, 5 of speaking, 2 of writing, 5 of reading, and 8 of listening, are the questions which do not, I repeat again, which do not only give marks to their own section, but actually they give marks to the other sections as well. Every specific exam completes its 90 marks by the support of all other modules. So I'm going to explain that thing now. So now this speaking exam have 5 questions and there are total 90 marks. These 5 questions of PTE speaking exam give 90 marks. These give 90 marks. 5 questions of speaking give 90 marks out of 90 to speaking. So speaking exam is not dependent upon any external question. Our 90 marks are contributed by its own 5 questions. But these 5 questions give a contribution of about 22 marks to reading exam and about 40 marks to the listening exam as well. So what I'm saying that 5 questions of speaking exam provide complete 90 marks to its own exam. Along with that, these 5 questions provide 22 marks to reading exam and 40 marks to the listening exam. If I now calculate the total weightage of the 5 questions of PTE speaking, 90 these give to their own module, 22 they give to reading module, about 40 they give to The listening module net contribution is about 150 marks out of 360 of the PTE. So only 5 questions of speaking exam give how much numbers in exam? 150 out of 360. 90 to their own section, 22 to reading, and 42 listening. If there is any question now, ask me. So now move ahead to the writing exam now. The writing exam, 2 questions provide only 30 marks to their own exam out of 90. So only 30 marks are contributed by 2 questions of the writing exam to its own section. So 30 numbers are given by 2 questions of the writing exam to their own section, 30 out of 90. So from where the rest 60 marks come, I'm going to explain that. First, 2 questions of writing exam, they give 30 marks to their own section. They give 30 marks to their own writing exam, 30 marks out of 90 to writing. And these 2 questions of writing exam do provide 10 marks to reading. 10 marks to reading. Give 10 marks to reading. So 2 questions of writing give 30 marks out of 90 to their own exam and give 10 marks to the reading exam. Is it clear? And how
Yes.
much marks they take? How much marks the writing exam take? It takes the writing exam takes about 22 marks from reading and it takes about 38 marks from listening. So now how the 90 marks of writing are now completing? Writing total 90 marks. Writing 90 are completed by 30 writing questions plus 22 reading questions plus 38 from the listening question, and this way 90 marks complete of the writing exam. Next one is the reading exam. So now next exam is the reading exam. In reading exam, the 5 questions of reading, they contribute about 45 marks out of 90 total. These 5 questions of reading give these 5 marks questions of reading give 45 numbers marks to their own section out of 90, and these 5 questions give 22 marks to writing. 22 marks to writing exam. If you see here, writing takes 22 marks from reading. That means that
Reading and writing
these
mix.
give 22 from to writing. So it is the same thing. Is it clear? So
Yes,
writing
it's same.
receives and the reading gives. Okay. So now move on.
Okay.
From where the rest of 45 marks are coming? It takes 22 marks from speaking exam. It takes 10 marks from writing exam question, and it takes about 22 marks it takes from the speaking exam, 10 marks it takes from the writing exam, and takes about 13 marks from the listening exam. Is it clear, beta?
हाँ जी सर clear हो
Okay,
गया
so now listening exam has 8 questions in total. These 8 questions give only 45 marks out of 90. Give 40 marks, give 45 marks out of 90 total to own exam, means to listening, then it's their own exam, okay? And they give about 36 to 38 marks to writing exam. Okay. And
okay
listening takes almost 40 marks 40 marks from speaking. Okay. It takes,
okay
you see, if you see here in speaking exam, we have written speaking gives 40 marks to listening. Here we are writing, what takes almost 40 marks from the speaking exam. Okay. So in this way, 90 marks complete for the listening exam. So what I told you that in PTE, exam, we must be known to this thing. Number one, almost every question, almost all, one or two are the exceptions. Every question provide marks to different exams on the basis of skills you used in that question. Is it clear now? So if in some question, 2 skills are being used, listening and speaking, the marks will go toward 2 places, listening and speaking. If we're using 2 skills, reading and writing, the marks will divide between 2 things, reading and writing. If we are using 2 skills, listening and speaking, the marks will divide between listening and speaking. Okay. So in this way, the PTE exam works. Number 2, it's the important things about PTE. Importance. Okay, important things to understand. Importance about the PTE exam. The first important thing that I have told you is that every question, if uses multiple scales, so every question scales will be divided into 2 parts. Number 1 is that the number of skills being used, the marks will be divided between two exams. Listening, writing, marks will be divided between listening and writing. If you are using 2 skills, reading and writing, the marks will be divided between writing and reading. Is it clear now? So now first thing is every question provides marks to different exams on the basis of the skills you used in that question. Number 2, what is the second thing now, which is important and must be taken in mind? It is that 4 questions of PTE. I'm not talking about that question is from reading, from listening, from writing or speaking. I'm saying 4 questions of PTE. They have about 200 out of 360 marks. Is it clear? So if you are having the strong grip of only on the 4 questions, you can very easily take 200 out of 360. 11 questions. 11 questions, including these 4 of PTE exam, are having 330 marks out of 360 in total marks. So this will tell you that how important the questions are and which question is more important. Yeah. Only 14 questions out of total 20 give 330 and 50 marks out of 360. So if you now understand the things exactly what I mean to say. PTE is not the exam in which you have to put the similar level of effort on any question. We should concentrate that. First, we have to prepare 4 questions, which will give us how much marks? 200.
200.
Then we have to concentrate on plus 7 more. It will make 11. These 11 will give us how much marks? 330 out of 360. And then if we add 3 more, it make 14, and 14 questions will add how much? 350 marks out of 360. So I'm saying in PTE, we have to work with a complete concentration on the important questions. Is it clear? So I'm going to show you
Yes.
how the exam works, and I will be sending you the detail of the questions now. So just see. These are the 20 total number of questions. These all 20 questions which are having 360 marks belong to all 4 sections. The first section was the first section is to be understood is the speaking exam. There are 5 questions. I have already informed. The first question is read aloud. Read aloud question in which we will be given some paragraphs and we have to read them loudly. These questions are of 44 marks. Yeah. Out of 44 marks, 22 go towards your speaking exam, 22 go towards your reading exam. The second question is repeat the sentence. The total mark of this question, highest marks question of PTE. Highest marks question of PTE, this is repeat the sentence. It is at number 1. It has 52 marks. 32 go towards your speaking, 20 go towards your listening. Describe image. 22 marks are in total. All marks go to your speaking exam. Retell the lecture is having 20 marks. 11 go towards your 21 marks. 11 go towards your speaking and 10 go towards your listening. Answer the short questions are having about 8 to 10 marks. 2.5 marks go towards your speaking exam and 6.5 or 6.6 marks go towards your listening exam. In this way, the 5 questions of speaking exam give 90 marks to their own exam, 22 marks to their reading exam, and 36.5 marks to the listening exam. Okay. So 5 questions of speaking, 90 marks they give to the speaking exam, 22 marks they give to reading exam, and 36 marks they give to the listening exam. Number 2. The second we need to understand is the writing exam. I have explained these all things already, but I'm revising them now. So now, your first question is known as summarize the written text. Summarize the written text are having 2 questions in exam and they are of 20 numbers. 20 में से out of 20, 10 marks go towards your writing, 10 marks go towards your reading. Essay is having 20 marks. Essay is having 11.2 marks and all marks go towards your writing exam. So these 2 questions provide 22 marks to your reading section and 46 marks. This specific writing section takes these much marks from their own exam, and these take 22 marks from your reading and 46 marks from your listening section. What writing gives to the other section? Only 10.3 marks, and these go towards your reading exam. So it takes how much? This much. It gives how much? This much. Is it clear now? Move ahead. This is the third one, the reading exam. Reading exam is having 5 questions. The first question is fill in the blanks, drag and drop. The second is the fill in the blanks, drop down. The third one is reorder the paragraph. Fourth one is the multiple choice question, a single answer, and multiple choice question, double answer. This fill in the blank, drop and drag is having only 15 marks. All go towards your reading exam. The reading, writing fill in the blanks, which are known as drop down, are having 44 marks in total. 22 marks go reading and 22 marks go towards your writing exam. And in initial orientation, I have told you that the reading gives 22 to writing and writing takes 22 from reading. This is what this question which is known as fill in the blanks, drop down. Reorder the paragraph is having only 5.8 marks. All go to your reading. 1.5 marks, single MCQ, all reading. 3 marks are of multiple answer MCQs, and all of them, they go towards your multiple choice questions and the reading exam as well. So what happens now? These all questions hardly contribute 45 marks to their reading exam, and then this exam takes 22 marks from speaking, 10 marks from writing, 10 marks from listening, and it makes 90 total. And this reading exam gives outside 22 marks to the writing exam. Okay, that I've explained already, but now I'm explaining with the number of the questions as well. Last one is the listening exam, and listening exam is of 8 questions. The first question is summarize the spoken text. Total marks are 24. 13 go to listening, 11.29 or 12 go to your writing exam. Multiple choice question with a single multiple answer, 2.6 all go to your listening. Fill in the blanks is of 15 marks, 6.6 go to your listening and 7.4 go to your writing exam. Highlight the correct summary, 1.2 listening, 1.5 reading. Multiple choice question, single answer, 1.3. Select the missing word, 1.3. Highlight the incorrect point, 7.9 go to your listening, 8.9 go to your reading exam. Write from dictation, the second highest marks question of PTE. This has 47 marks or 48 marks. 20 go to listening and 27 go to the writing. In this way, listening 8 questions totally contribute about 50 marks to their own exam. 36 are contributed by the speaking exam to make whole 90. And then this section of listening give writing exam with 46 marks and it gives 10 marks to your reading exam. It was all what I have written on a page initially to build your basic understanding. It is what the PTE exam, how it works. So total 20 marks, total questions are 20. All questions give marks to 2 places almost. Means the skills which are being used in those questions. If some question is using 2 skills of listening and speaking, the marks will go toward listening and speaking. If some person is using 2 skills of reading and writing, then the marks will be divided between reading and writing. So in this way, the PT exam works. These are the 4 questions which are known as most important questions of PTE. These are 4 in total, which give 200 marks. Add these 7 into it. These will give almost, give to us the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these makes 11 up till here, and it is 330 out of 360. Add these more. These are becoming 350 out of almost 350 out of 360. And then these are up till here. These are 14 marks that I've told you in initial orientation that PTE's 14 questions are almost giving you 350 marks out of 360. So this is what the bifurcation I have made for you. So you will be getting after the class this lump sum sheet of 20 questions, and you will be getting individual exam sheet that will contain the name of questions. Along with that, the marks of questions. Along with that, marks are divided between which section of the exam. Is it now clear? If there is any question, do let me know.